Bright color. The walls in Maria's bedroom are painted in a bright color, like yellow. Sarah loves wearing dresses in bright colors, especially in the summer. Brief chat. I had a brief chat with my teacher after class about the homework. Tom and I had a brief chat in the hallway before the meeting started. Major problem. The broken computer was a major problem for finishing my project on time. Finding a place to park near the school is a major problem every morning. Key issue. The key issue in the debate was how to reduce pollution in the city. The teacher explained that the key issue in the math problem was understanding fractions. Economy boomed. When the economy boomed, many people found new jobs. The economy boomed after the government lowered taxes. Company has grown. The company has grown from a small shop to a big store in just 5 years. Since opening, the company has grown and now sells products online. Company has expanded. The company has expanded its services to include home delivery. After getting more customers, the company has expanded to 2 more cities. Companies merge. 2 tech companies merged to create a new, larger company. After the companies merged, they became the biggest player in the market. Launch a product. The store launched the product last week, and it's already very popular. After months of planning, they finally launched the product in their online shop. Price increase. The price increase in bus tickets made it more expensive to travel. We noticed a price increase in our groceries after the new year. Pose a problem. The rainy weather poses a problem for our outdoor picnic. The broken printer poses a problem because I need to print my report. Create opportunities. Learning a new language has created opportunities for Maria to travel. The new technology created opportunities for better communication in the office. Surge of anger. I felt a surge of anger when my little brother broke my favorite toy. There was a surge of anger in the crowd when the team lost the game. Sense of pride. I felt a sense of pride when I completed my first marathon. Parents often feel a sense of pride when their children do well in school. Pang of nostalgia. I felt a pang of nostalgia when I saw photos from my childhood. Visiting my old school gave me a pang of nostalgia. Swelling with pride. My father was swelling with pride when I graduated from university. She was swelling with pride when she won the art competition. Filled with horror. I was filled with horror when I saw the scary movie last night. He was filled with horror when he realized he had lost his wallet. Burst into tears. The little girl burst into tears when she fell and scraped her knee. I burst into tears when I heard the sad news about my friend. Pull steadily. The boatman pulled steadily on the oars to move the boat through the water. She pulled steadily on the rope to help her friend climb up. Place gently. The nurse placed the bandage gently on the child's wound. He placed the vase gently on the table to avoid breaking it. Whisper softly. The mother whispered softly to her baby to help him fall asleep. During the movie, she whispered softly to her friend so as not to disturb others. Smile proudly. The teacher smiled proudly when her students answered all the questions correctly. He smiled proudly as he showed his parents his high test scores. Happily married. They have been happily married for 10 years and still enjoy each other's company. My grandparents are happily married and love spending time together. Fully aware. I was fully aware of the difficulty of the exam, so I studied extra hard. She was fully aware that she needed to arrive on time for the important meeting. Blissfully unaware. The children were blissfully unaware of the storm outside as they played indoors. He was blissfully unaware that his friends were planning a surprise party for him. Listen to the story and answer the following questions.
The Tale of Emily and Daniel, a journey of growth and love. Emily had always been drawn to bright colors. Her home was filled with vibrant paintings and cheerful decor, which reflected her optimistic outlook on life. One day, while at a local art gallery, she struck up a brief chat with a man named Daniel. They quickly discovered they had much in common, including a shared love for art. As they got to know each other, Emily confided in Daniel about the major problem her family was facing. Her father's small business was struggling due to a key issue in the local economy. While the economy boomed for larger companies, small businesses like her father's were left behind. The company had grown over the years, but it hadn't expanded as fast as the competition. To make matters worse, two larger companies merged, making it even harder for her father's business to compete. Daniel, who worked in marketing, suggested they launch a new product that could set the business apart from the competition. Emily's father was hesitant, especially since the recent price increase in raw materials posed a problem. However, Daniel explained how this challenge could actually create opportunities for the business if they approached it creatively. Emily's father was skeptical, but eventually agreed to give it a try. Together, they developed a new line of handcrafted goods that were unique and high quality. When they finally launched the product, it was an instant success. The business began to thrive, and Emily felt a surge of anger toward herself for not believing in the possibilities sooner. But that feeling was soon replaced by a sense of pride in what they had accomplished. One day, as Emily walked through the old neighborhood where she grew up, she felt a pang of nostalgia. The memories of her childhood came flooding back, and she realized how much things had changed. But as she reflected, she also felt swelling with pride for the journey her family had taken. Later that evening, while she and Daniel were celebrating their success, she was filled with horror when she saw the news of a devastating accident on the highway. It reminded her of how fragile life could be. She burst into tears, overwhelmed by the emotions of the day. Daniel, who was always calm in such moments, pulled steadily at her hand, leading her to a quiet spot in the garden. He placed gently a comforting hand on her shoulder and whispered softly that everything would be okay. His words calmed her, and she smiled proudly at the man who had become her rock. As the months passed, Daniel proposed to Emily, and they got happily married in a beautiful ceremony filled with family and friends. Emily was fully aware of the challenges they would face together, but she was ready to take them on. Daniel, on the other hand, was blissfully unaware of how much love and support he would need to give in the years to come, but he was more than willing to take that journey with her. Together, they had built a life of love, resilience, and hope, a life as vibrant and beautiful as the bright colors that Emily adored.
Question 1. What major problem was Emily's family facing in the story? A. Emily's father was struggling to find a new job. B. The local economy was booming too fast for their small business. C. Their small business was struggling due to competition from larger companies. D. They were unable to find a new product to launch.
The answer is C. Their small business was struggling due to competition from larger companies.
Question 2. How did Daniel help Emily's father with his business? A. He suggested lowering prices to attract more customers. B. He encouraged them to give up on the business and start anew. C. He advised merging with another company to expand. D. He proposed launching a new product to create opportunities.
The answer is D. He proposed launching a new product to create opportunities.
Question 3. What emotion did Emily feel when she walked through her old neighborhood? A. She felt a surge of anger. B. She felt swelling with pride. C. She felt a pang of nostalgia. D. She felt filled with horror.
The answer is C. She felt a pang of nostalgia.
Question 4. Which of the following best describes Daniel's reaction when Emily bursts into tears? He was filled with horror. B. He pulled steadily at her hand and whispered softly to comfort her. C. He burst into tears as well. D. He had a brief chat with her to understand her feelings.
The answer is B. He pulled steadily at her hand and whispered softly to comfort her.
Question 5. What was Emily fully aware of after she and Daniel got married? A. The the challenges they would face together. B. The bright colors of the wedding decorations. C. The price increase in raw materials. D. The nostalgia she felt for her childhood.
The answer is A. The challenges they would face together.
Practice time. Pause for 30 seconds after each question and talk.
Question 1. Describe a time when you had a brief chat with someone that led to an important decision or event in your life. What happened afterward?
Possible answer. I had a brief chat with a colleague at a conference about a job opening at their company. That conversation led to an interview, and eventually, I got the job, which significantly advanced my career.
Question 2. Think of a situation where a major problem posed a challenge in your life or someone else's. How was the problem addressed, and what was the key issue involved?
Possible answer. A major problem I faced was balancing work and studies. The key issue was time management. I addressed it by creating a strict schedule and prioritizing my tasks, which helped me stay on track.
Question 3. Have you ever felt a pang of nostalgia when revisiting a place from your past? Describe the feelings you experienced and what memories were triggered.
Possible answer. I felt a pang of nostalgia when I visited my childhood home. Seeing the old treehouse brought back memories of playing with my siblings, and I missed those carefree days.
Question 4. Imagine a business you know well. How has that company grown or expanded over the years? Have there been any significant changes, such as two companies merging or a product being launched?
Possible answer. A local bakery I know well has grown from a small shop to a chain of stores across the city. They expanded their menu and even launched a line of gluten-free products, which became very popular.
Question 5. Can you recall a moment when you were swelling with pride about an achievement? What caused that feeling, and how did you respond to it?
Possible answer. I was swelling with pride when I graduated at the top of my class. It was the result of years of hard work and dedication, and I celebrated with my family and friends.
Question 6. Discuss a time when a price increase affected you or someone you know. Did it create opportunities or pose a problem? How did you or they handle the situation?
Possible answer. A price increase in rent posed a problem for my friend, who had to find a more affordable apartment. However, it also created an opportunity for her to move closer to her workplace, which she ended up appreciating.
Question 7. Describe a moment in your life when you were filled with horror. How did you manage your emotions, and did you seek comfort from someone who whispered softly or offered other support?
Possible answer. I was filled with horror when I witnessed a car accident. I managed my emotions by taking deep breaths and later talked to my partner, who whispered softly to reassure me that everything would be okay.
Question 8. What are some situations in which you felt fully aware of the challenges ahead, yet still moved forward with confidence? Conversely, have you ever been blissfully unaware of something that later became significant?
Possible answer. I was fully aware of the challenges when I decided to start my own business, but I moved forward because I believed in my idea. On the other hand, I was blissfully unaware of the complexity of managing taxes when I started, which became a significant challenge later.